morning, welcome to the channel, and today I'm on the Engwe E26. Now before you switch off, I know there's a million reviews on this bike online, but have you ever seen it go up one of the hardest climbs in England? Well, let's test it out, because that's where I'm hopefully going, and so far it's going so well. So let's get further down the road, show you a bit of the bike, and then see how this gets on. While I'm going around, I'll talk you through the bike. This is my full review. I've had it a few weeks now, so yeah, I'll talk you through the bike and let you know what I think of it. So let's go. Let's see if this can get on one of the toughest climbs in England. I'm in the Lake District, so nothing's flat. Let's go. Right, so let's first get on to comfort. Now, I've got cycling gear on today, but there's absolute no need. You can wear this short t-shirts, whatever you want. The seat is comfortable as you like. It's got the shock absorber on it, so every single bump you go over, it just feels so comfortable, so nice to ride. You're sat upright, so it's all right on the back. You know, it's really one of the comfortablest bikes I've been on. And if you just want to commute and stuff like that, do a bit of delivery work, then this is perfect for it. I'm going up a steep hill here, so I might have to change a few gears. I've never changed gears in it yet, but it still feels okay. It still feels like it's getting me up there. So yeah, anyway, today's ride, I'm going to be going up Bleed Tarn, which is a 25% climb in the Lake District, and one of the toughest ones, and it's on the Fred Whitton. So yeah, this will give it a full test. What you got to remember is this bike, it weighs around about 33 kilograms, so you know, it's a hell of a weight. Then it's got my 18 stone weight on it to pull it up as well, so let's see how we get on up there. But anyway, comfortable, it's perfect. Just absolutely eating climbs, eating them, hardly putting any effort in whatsoever so far. I've done some 10% climbs as well. So I'm at the start of the climb, Bleed Tarn climb. Yeah, so I'm going to see what this bike can do. I'm going to get the drone up and see if it follows me up there while I'm going up there. So let's go and let's see what this bike can do. Let's go. Yeah, so I'm halfway up Bleed Tarn. So far, so good. The bike is performing really well. A couple of things on the bike. Obviously the battery, you can charge it while it's on, or you can take it off and charge it. Some bikes are like a nightmare to get out of, the down tube, and basically if you ever need to get it out, it's a nightmare. But these just flick out and it's so easy to do. Yeah, so far so good. I've come up about 15%, but up there, I don't know if you can see up that road, basically there's a 25%, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see how well it'll get on. I have used the gears for the last 4 weeks. I've not even had it off the hardest gear because basically it's been so easy to ride. But up these hills, as you can expect, I've had to use a few gears, but I've never been out of breath. So, you know, it's yeah, really good bike, especially if you want to come up these hills and go a bit off-road because of the big fat tyres. It's really good. Obviously you get the lights as well. The back brake light's good because obviously when you press the back brake, obviously the light comes on. I've never had that on a bike before, but that's good for cars when they're coming up and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to try and get to the steepest bit and then stick my drone back and follow me up there and see how well it does. And you can watch me struggle. So right, let's get back on the bike, and yeah, I'll get on to the full review when we get near the top. So let's go. %. Now this is going to be a test because there's some weight in this bike, and yeah, see if you can get me up there. So let me stick you hopefully on the drone. I hope no cars come down and it hits my drone, but I'll get you on the drone and then I'll meet you back up. I'll speak to you back when we're at the top. So let's go. Well, that was really good. I got up and stood up on the steep bit, obviously 25%, but I didn't feel any sort of like I was doing much of the work, if you will. The whole bike was doing most of the work, but wow, a big heavy bike like this can get you up a 25% climb. You know, I'm really chuffed for that. Absolute chuffed to bits, and I hope the drone footage give it justice. The beautiful area, which is the Lake District. I'm going to go further up past Bleed Tarn, and then you get a beautiful view over the Landales, and then I'm going to take the drone up and get some drone footage and hopefully a bit of the footage of the bike, and then just talk you through some final bits of the bike before you buy one, what links to use and what discount you can get. But I'll just get further down and then we'll talk about that. So just a quick one on the battery on this. It says you get 140 kilometers per full charge. Now, I'd imagine that's going to be on flat because basically I'm just over 1,000 feet of climbing and 10 miles in, and yeah, I've got 3 bars left. I've used 2 bars, so I suppose yes, you're going to get a bit out of it if you're on flat, but and depending on your weight as well. But if you come up these sort of crazy climbs that I have today, you're probably lucky to get 25 miles. So let's get on to the motor, the power and the battery. It's obviously a 250 watt amp battery. Can get 750 watts if you de-restrict it, but obviously you can't do that in England. But yeah, it's 70 newton meters of torque, so a hell of a torque, you know, to get you up them climbs. Probably needs it because of the weight of the bike. Yeah, so yeah, the battery and the motor, it's really powerful, and it's going to get a really good test today. So the Engwe E26 took on the challenge of that epic climb, and it come through, and it's still got battery left to challenge the next hill, but not for today. But the one thing I'm going to be testing out soon is there's a big steep climb I have to go down, so these brakes will be getting fully tested out. Yeah, it's a bit windy day for the drone, but I've managed to get it up a little bit. But anyways, this E26, yeah, so this is the Galaxy Grey, and I went for the Galaxy Grey colour. You can get it in 3 different colours, a yellow and like a sky blue colour, but I think this is the best colour, and obviously I went for this step through version. You can get the with the top bar on, but I chose this. I thought it'd be more friendly for a family bike if my wife wants to use it, or if you've got a partner and you want them to use it and you use your other bike, then it's perfect for that. And yeah, I just think it's so comfortable, like I said earlier, and the whole bike is an absolute dream to ride, to be fair, especially coming up that climb. I mean, these big huge chunky tyres, I mean, I've never heard the make of them before, but they soon got up there no problem. And obviously the added lights to it as well, which is really good. You've got 7-speed gears. I mean, even up that 25% climb, I still had one or two gears left I could have used if I wanted to. So yeah, it's not really required much, the gears, to be fair, but they're there if you need them. Anyways, I think I'm going to get this down this steep climb and try these brakes out. I've absolutely loved riding it so far up here, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. And if you can help me out and you want to see more of my videos, the Lake District, subscribe and like this video, and try not to skip much, because that also helps. So yeah, if you can subscribe, it's free of charge, and do that just small favour for me, that'd be much appreciated. So anyways, let's get this bike down this climb and see how it gets on. Right, here we go. Like I said, it's a few hairpins coming down here. Yeah, so it's going to test the brakes out quite a lot, and I've got all that weight as well I've got to try and keep up, so I'm not going to go too crazy fast. There's that squeak of the brakes. I don't care. I mean, they are hydraulic brakes, so they do feel nice, but obviously I've not worn them in that much. I've only had it a few weeks. This is where you got to be careful, even on a normal bike, when I'm coming down here. These little hairpins. Plus I've got that headwind, that's really strong. Brakes are really good. I could probably stop dead if I wanted to. I'm really impressed. Right, so the most important thing, how much is one of these going to set you back? Well, you can pick one up for around £1,300 in the British pound, and yeah, I think that's really good for how much bike you're getting and the power you're getting. It is really good, and yeah, and obviously if you use my link in the description and then use the code, I think you can get £100 off at the minute with my code. It's usually £50, but at the minute, if you go on there, I think it's £100. But let me know, and I'll speak to Engwe if it doesn't work. But yeah, click on my link, have a look, see what you think. But that's the price, and like I said, for the amount of bike you're getting, it's an absolute bargain. I mean, if you want something for fun to get on any trails or anything you want, any kind of road, this thing's going to get smashed through anything. I mean, it eats climbs, absolute eats climbs. You know, that 25% bit, absolutely, even though I stood up on it, I had 2 more gears left still. And yeah, it absolutely flew up there. You know, I was really impressed with it. And obviously with my weight as well, 18 stone, if you're a lot lighter, it's going to get you up there even faster, isn't it? So yeah, so like I say, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the views and show you that one of these bikes can get you up one of the hardest climbs in England. So you don't have to worry about climbing, because it'll get you there. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.